The Calgary Police Service Homicide Unit is currently investigating a death that occurred earlier this week in the southwest community of Woodbine. At approximately 3 a.m. on Tuesday, April 6th, police and EMS were called to the home in the 000 block of Woodridge Close Southwest for reports of a woman in medical distress. A woman was found unresponsive in the home where she was pronounced deceased. A medical investigator who attended the home deemed the death to be suspicious, at which point the homicide unit was contacted. The deceased has been identified as Melissa Couture, 38, of Calgary. An autopsy is currently underway to determine the manner of death. Melissa had a developmental disability believed to be cerebral palsy and suffered from chronic medical issues. Police believe she did not receive the medical attention she needed while under the care of her mother. Patricia Couture, Melissa's mother, 68, of Calgary, has been charged with failure to provide the necessaries of life, and Couture is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow, Thursday, April 28th, 2016. We would ask anyone with information, call the Calgary Police Service non-emergency line or the homicide unit tip line at 403-428-8877 or contacting Crime Stoppers anonymously. I'll answer whatever questions I can.
Neighbors are all pretty upset. They say that, media have no business there, police have no business there, that she was a caring mom. Can you just kind of explain kind of what the allegations are? Because a lot of people don't understand that charge.
Right. So the allegations are failing to provide the necessaries of life. It would appear from our initial investigation and response to that residence that the standard of care set out in the criminal code was not met, and that resulted in that charge being laid.
One neighbor told us that that she was wheelchair bound. I don't know if you can confirm that or not, but I did notice that there aren't, that from what I saw, no wheelchair ramps. And people say that they didn't really see her out. Had she even left the home?
I'm not sure as to whether or not she's left the home. We believe it had been some time since any medical care had been rendered. I can confirm that neighborhood inquiries have confirmed that a wheelchair was present in the home.
Who made the call, and had you guys been called there prior? Had this been a kind of an ongoing issue?
The mother made the call, and I'm not aware of any other times we've attended the residence.
Can you describe the condition that the deceased was in when police arrived?
It would appear that the victim, based on her physical appearance, was in need of medical attention that was not rendered.
Medical attention, like she needed hospitalization, or she wasn't getting proper food, or can you just kind of expand? Sorry.
Well, the details are hard to get into. Would appear that from her physical appearance that there was several issues that required attention that medical care was not provided. That's the best I can do.
Because often CP sufferers, they need to be sat up so they can start breathing again. They gather that junk in their lungs. Was she found in bed? Was she found in her wheelchair? Can you elaborate on that?
I can't elaborate on that, but I can tell you that we believe she was completely dependent for care.
Can you say what the cause of death is? Is the autopsy finished?
No, I can't. It's not finished. We haven't received that yet from the medical examiner's office. When we receive it, yep.
This is coming on the heels of obviously a huge case in Alberta, another necessities of life case. How does it feel when you guys have to go into a house where, it's a family member, maybe they do care about the person who's passed away? What's it like for inspectors?
Well, it's difficult for everybody involved, family included. In Canada, there is a reasonable expectation of care be provided to those who can't care for themselves. So it would appear this hasn't been met, and our involvement initially, we're satisfied with that at this point. The investigation is going to continue. They're very lengthy, complicated investigation that's by no means finished because the charge was laid. It's going to continue for some period of time.
Do you know if when there's a situation like this where someone is fully dependent, was there any regulatory body that was ever checking, or is this kind of the first police ever knew about it?
I don't know the details of that specifically. I know there was other agencies involved in the home from what I understand, but I can't speak to which ones those were.
Do you anticipate more charges?
It depends how the investigation unfolds. It's going to take a period of time to get through it all, and it all depends on what information is garnered and what the investigation reveals going forward.
Has
Has
the
mother-
accused been cooperative?
To this point, I believe so.
Do you know, is she still in custody?
She is.
Pending her court appearance tomorrow, but she is actually in remand.
Well, I would imagine she's in remand. She has had a first appearance where she was remanded in custody for reappearance tomorrow, second appearance tomorrow.
First appearance in front of the Justice of the Peace at arrest processing, but
Yeah.
not at court. Yes?
I believe so, yeah. So she has a bail hearing tomorrow.
Is it believed that the mother had the capacity to care for the daughter?
Initially, it appears so.
Sorry if this might have been mentioned before, but was there anybody else involved in some kind of care? Obviously, it was a single mother, but was there anybody who was involved in care, or was it just completely the mother 100%?
I believe the father was estranged, however, had involvement periodically in the family home.
And can you say, like, did he ever think, like, I guess we're all looking at this, like, was this something that was sudden, or had this been a progressive thing where somebody could have intervened had, you know, police not been called at the last minute when it was too late?
I can't speak to their personal motivation or thoughts, but it's apparent to first responders and investigators the situation, obviously, to come to the decision to lay charges initially like this. There's, in our minds, clearly a failure to provide that care.
Did she have any other children?
I don't believe so, but I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think there was any other involvement with any other kids in the home or anything like that.
Or was it just the two who lived in the home?
I believe so.
Can you describe the state of the home, like how it looked inside?
I can't. I just don't know that.